Ooh, hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. GoodTimesWithScar here, and welcome back to the wonderful worlds of Hermits and Crafting. And we're here at Scar's Frontier Outpost, getting ready to work on our survival base by building up our minecart retrieval system that will bring the ores and the diamonds from the bottom of the earth to the top for our purchasing abilities, I suppose, because that's really the main purpose of diamonds on the server, I guess, now, is to not build tools or armor, but to purchase wonderful things from the market district. All must bow down to the jelly. And also, I want to talk to you guys about where we want to take our builds in the future, where we want to build up this area. Look at this blank slate of possibilities that we can build from, and I really want to kind of brainstorm some ideas with you guys on where we want to take our build in the future. And as you can see, the wolves are still in position because I haven't got a chance to see your guys' comments from the last video on how we want to position the wolves and if there's ways of positioning them outside of these boats, because I had to make the videos back to back because I'll be gone for a couple days. But let's head into the green sleeping tent here and take a look at this character we got over here. So in the nether, we have our player statues, their armor stands with some armor, and then our player head representing the hermits on the server. And I really want to kind of give my character a little pizzazz, if you will, to represent Scott's Frontier Outpost. And let me pull up here. So I tried to make, as best I could, a representation of my skin. So as you can see, I have the top shirt is kind of a light tan, and then the bottom area is the pants, of course. And I think that's a good representation of that. So let's grab this out and let's go head over to the nether and see if we can apply this to our statue. And welcome to the nether. We have our ender pearls ready to go. So let's grab them up there and shoot up here. So as you can see, there's my character up there. And maybe I'm getting a little better with the ender pearls there, or just that was an easy shot. All right, here we go. So we'll take that off and then we'll replace that with that. And then of course we got to have some pants and some boots. There we go, wonderful. And then let's fly on down here with style. And look at that, I love it. Oh, we have a friend coming out of the tunnel. Anyway, look at that. I think that looks pretty cool. We've got a nice little costume up there. I think that looks really nice. And hopefully it's okay to replace the armor, but I'll just put it in this box just in case. I'll take some ender pearls. There we go. Awesome, my friends. Now let's head back and get ready for our project today. And welcome to the lower level of Scar's Frontier Outpost. Now, one thing I was thinking about is taking red sandstone slabs and potentially adding them to wherever there is orange. So as you can see, I've put a couple of them along here, and I kind of like it. I kind of like the design. I think this could potentially look kind of cool. So give me some thoughts on what you think. I think it adds like that little extra, maybe rough edges to it where it has been eroded or any of those things. And I don't know, we'll see how it all goes in the end, but I kind of like it. It just kind of adds that little extra bit of detail, but your opinions are always important to me. So definitely let me know what you guys think. Yeah, we'll see what it goes. But for now, I kind of like that. But my friends, we have much work to do, and that is, of course, making our magic minecart delivery system. That's right, let's head around the corner here, and as you can see, we have this blank open space here for our Minecraft delivery system. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a faux minecart set up with a little redstone wizardry. That's right, Scar's going to try redstone. So that's going to be interesting. So why don't we get out a couple materials we're going to need. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to fill this room full up of our floor. And welcome back. So what I'm doing here is just running the track together. Now we'll work out the details of this design in a little bit. So once we come up to it, as you can see, watch that. It's going to start messing with the track and it's going to get a little hokey. So like I said, I'm going to mess with this, make this look a little more consistent in a little bit, but I want to move on and start working on that magic minecart. That's right, magic minecart time. And what we're going to do is we're going to start maybe right about here with a spacing of 2 blocks in the center. Beautiful. And then let me switch over here, grab out ourselves some wheels. There we go. So a boom, and you guessed it, a bam. There we go. Awesome. So as you can see, we're going to make one of our little magic minecarts. And the reason it's going to be magic is this is the chest that is going to have all of our diamonds from our mine once we get it all up and running, which is going to be excellent. So let's put these blocks down like this. There we go. So what we're going to have is some hoppers off the back here. And then there's going to be a little minecart system over here. Very, very, very rudimentary, very simple. But it'll work. It's effective and it works in Scarland. I'm changing up the designs and doing some different things here theme-wise. But it's relatively the same design as Scarland. And, you know, something works. If something works in Redstone, like, I'm not going to complain, and I'm going to use it again. There we go. So bring that all the way across there. But to make it unique, we're going to do this whole kind of magic minecart. There we go. Cut that out of there. Cut that out of there. Looking good, my friends. I'm loving it. There we go. So we got that pretty well built. I'm loving it. All right. Okay. So I'm happy with that now. So some columns on the back here. Let's just start kind of working out this a little bit. Some little pads on the back to stop the minecart from rolling. So we'll put those along there. I would like to get some gates. Don't have them on me, but I'm going to put some gates right there. So that just acts as a little buffer for the minecart to, push up against so it doesn't, go through the wall, I suppose. So get that down. Boom to bam. And yeah, I'm liking that. So give me 1 second. Let me work on this back wall. And I'll be right back. All right, and welcome back. And I decided to change things up a little bit. I was going to work on the back end there, but I had an idea for this front section, and I want to work on it first because I feel like its design can carry through the rest of the build. So as you can see, we're just kind of building up off of these corners, and I want to talk a little bit about the theme and the design of the build. So like we talked about before, the design of this particular build here is kind of like a port of commerce, if you will. And the theme of it is that scars have, settled this area. And up at the top there, they have their tents and things of that nature. And now they're starting to build an industry. They've got a mine set up. They're going to get some forestry things built up very soon up at the top. And, they got a little timber, a little mine stuff action. Sounds like a pretty good little Wild West town, doesn't it? But eventually, once we've finished this area, the scars are going to move on and create a major port of commerce. So that's kind of the theme, is that this is kind of like a trading company, if you will. So I've been trying to come up with a name for the business. So I've been thinking like Scar West Trading or West Scar Trading. I think Scar West Trading would be, that sounds pretty good, but we could go simple like Scar Limited or Scar Industries, things of that nature. Just try to think of something. I haven't, picked an exact one, but you guys are excellent at coming up with amazing names like Scar or Scarchitecture, things of that nature. So if you guys have any ideas on what would be a really cool kind of industry name for a little port of commerce here, if you will, that's like, I think it'll be pretty cool. I like the idea of creating a little bit of theme, a little bit of atmosphere around the builds. Like over here, like we talked about in the last episode, adding a boat and a boat dock and a little crane moving some supplies onto the boat. And then over here, the same thing, but this time it's a train bringing in supplies from, the outer reaches of this area. So I think that's kind of cool. And when people ask for design inspiration, things of that nature, where do you get your inspiration? How do you keep your inspiration? Things of that nature. That's asked a lot on Twitch. And the number one question I love to give is that the best way to really kind of immerse yourself in building and really just have fun building is to come up with a theme, come up with a story, and go from there. It's all about the story, my friends. It's all about the story and really coming up with an amazing idea that will get you excited about building and all those beautiful and wonderful things. So, like I said, help me come up with a name in the comments. I would love it if you guys put in your comment and tell me what you think our company name should be for this build. And I'm loving it, my friends. I'm loving it. So why don't we start adding some of these poles across here? I did take down my scaffolding, which may have been a mistake once I think about it. Ooh, hello, bird poop. I can't not call that bird poop after, Iskall and Red Dog call it that. This is like a little homage to them in back in Kingdom Craft when it was like the first time I met Iskall. We were doing a dual, build together with, we had Iskall, we had Cubfan, we had Wells Knight. Rendog was in South Africa, I think, at the time, so he wasn't able to join us. And it was really amazing. And I remember Iskall being like, what is your guys' favorite or least favorite block? And eventually it got to him where he was like, diorite, and it just looks like bird poop. I just love that. And ever since then, it's like, yeah, I guess it is bird poop. All right, my friends. So now it is time to start working on this back wall. It's going to take me a second to kind of figure out how this wall will work, and I'll be right back. And welcome back. And isn't this view down the hallway super awesome now that we have all these details starting to emerge? And as you can see, we're starting to get our walls and our roof built up in here, and I think it's starting to look pretty cool. So why don't we scaffold on up, and eventually, like I said before, we'll have those hoppers, I think, go across here and connect to that chest. I think that's the best way. I was thinking like some from underneath, and then I realized, oh, that's right, Scar. You can't send, items upwards, which would be cool. Which would be cool if there was some new kind of whiz-bang features around, but unfortunately, there hasn't been any new redstone features in quite some time once I think about it. I'm always complaining as like a kind of a builder a bit. We don't get any love from Mojang with our half slabs and our stairs. But I guess then think about it, some of the redstoners, kind of vanilla redstoners, there are some command block updates here and there. But for the most part, when it comes to redstone, has there really been anything lately? To my knowledge, not that much. But Let me, oh, what kind of mystery block just appeared there? Yeah, but like I was saying, there hasn't been, as far as I know, too many updates in that way. Okay, wonderful. So what we're going to do now is we're going to kind of connect these guys to there, and I think that looks pretty good. Let's scaffold. If I can get a little scaffolding worked up, we can make a little magic. All right, so then we'll take that, and when we grab that, oh, hello. There we go. And let's see, let's just do one more above here like that. And connect that one to there, and let's bring them home, and I think that could be pretty cool. Let's look at it from afar here. Why don't we grab this, cut that over there, and connect this one into the middle, and that's a cool little design. We'll fill this all in with dark chocolate. I think that'll be awesome. Same as right here, we'll just fill these rafters in with dark chocolate. I think that looks really cool, and then it's just kind of peeking out through the milk chocolate, and it just makes you really wish you had a candy bar, doesn't it? Oh man, whenever I talk about like these blocks, because they always remind me of like chocolate, and because the reason is because when we started working with the quartz, they were relatively new, and we had the dark chocolate added somewhat after, so they were added somewhat after this dark oak, and we were working on the first modern house, and when it was added, and these two blocks all together just reminded me of a s'more, and I'm just like, yeah, that looks delicious. For now on, you guys are called milk chocolate and dark chocolate. There we go, my friends. I think that is looking super awesome. We'll just connect these across here. Let me put on the final touches, and we'll start working on that redstone. Never fear, my friends. I've got the redstone in hand. All right, let's get started with this. So we're in the back section over here, of course, and I've added this little wall across here. And what we're going to have here is our minecart tracks. So the minecarts will come out of the mine, they'll head up to here, and they'll have the supplies in hand. So they'll have a chest attached to them. And then they'll go right over here in this section right here. They'll drop down their supplies into a chest through a hopper, and then through another set of hoppers into the magical minecart over there. And we'll be able to open that up and find all of our good stuff from the mine. So I think it'll be pretty cool. We'll be able to stay in the mines longer. It'll be awesome. So what we're going to be doing here is we're going to need a couple things. We're going to need our chest, and we're going to need a little bit of dirt. All right, so first thing we're going to do here is this. So this will be a hopper up here. So I'm going to make a quick chest along there, and then a hopper will be up here. I'm going to use a hopper for scaffolding. There we go. So that's connected like that. I was really going to try to make you guys proud. I was really going to. I was going to try to remember the recipe for a comparator, but unfortunately, I forgot the recipe again. So that's a thing. All right, so next thing we're gonna do here is we're going to put this down here like that. Oh, hello. We're gonna put that right there, making sure that should be connected. So, I think it's gonna need to go this way. Yes, it's this way, and then we'll remove this block right there. Awesome, and then we'll bring these across here. All right, there we go. A little potential scar mistake there, but I think we quickly fixed it. There we go, awesome. All right, good. I think that's a good step. That's a good step forward. Okay, hopefully this works. And then next thing we're going to do, put a little powered rail right there. I'm going to give myself a little space in. I'm going to give it a little more power over here. And then I'm going to drop down. I'm going to go like this and drop down one more time and remove that in the center and add a little redstone torch. Nice. And then we'll sneak our way back up to the top. So we got that powered. Next thing we're going to need to do is take our little comparator. And we're going to put it right here. Now, I always put these in the wrong orientation. So I think, if I remember from Scarland correctly, we put it 2 prongs forward, right? 2 prongs forward. I think so. This is pretty much by memory. I took a peek at Scarland earlier just to double check. Okay, no, it's this way. So it's that way. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. There we go. So we're looking good. So now we just need to get a little extra track above here. Nice. There we go. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place another block right up. Oh, hello. You sneaky. I need to put a block up here. There we go. So I'm going to put a block right there. And then I'm going to... I was going to try to use this in my right hand, and then I forgot. It doesn't work. There it goes. All right, let me get that out of my inventory. There we go. Put that in my hand. Boom. All right, next thing we're going to do, we're going to need one more block, and we're going to need that back here. There we go. And right there. And, of course, a redstone torch goes... I think it goes like right here. Okay. I'm trying to remember how this all went by memory. And I think that's good. I think that's it. I think we got it. I think we got it. So like I said, if you want to see a more in-depth tutorial, I did one a year ago on this. It's so simple and rudimentary. It's nothing special. So let's try this out real quick and just see if this works. I've got 2 diamonds in hand. So we're going to head on over here. If I can jump up there, there we go. And I'm going to plate those diamonds in there. Give that just a little nudge. That should run right up here. Come on. Oh, you little sneaky little minecart. Come on. There you go. Right up into there. And then let's jump over here and let's have the reveal. Let's see if the magic minecart has got its diamonds. And there they are, looking very beautiful. Awesome. So next thing I'm going to do is cover this all back up. Eventually that minecart will head back down and there'll be a more intricate station for it to sit in while it's not being used. But look at this, the hoppers are all covered up. You don't see them. You could even put a little bit of gray carpet on them just to kind of cover it up a little bit more. But for the most part, doesn't that look awesome? I think I'll add a little more detail here and here, but for the most part, this area is now complete. Can you spot the creeper in all of the foliage? There we go, my friends. And there we have it. We have completed the main aspects of our storage room, smeltery, and of course our diamond retrieval system via the magic minecart. And I think the caves and different things along those lines are really starting to come out, and eventually we'll have something pretty awesome down here. The question is, what else do we have down here? Maybe a place to put our Diamond Man suits and our flight suits and all those different things. So like a little armory or something, but that might be our next project, but who knows? We have all sorts of fun and exciting things planned here. And of course, here is our minecart station to take you down into the mines. We need to work on that. So many projects, but we're getting there. And then of course down here, this is our storage room. And of course our minecart track leads into our recent projects. There's our big smelter and of course our magic minecart storage area where we can come over here and open our chest and find our diamonds from the mine. And there we go, my friends. Hopefully you have enjoyed today and the previous episode as we built up this section here. And in our next episodes, of course, we're going to build all sorts of cool stuff where, you know, docks around here and track leading outwards, or there might be even a steam train attached to it. And of course, the courthouse. And until next time, this has been Good Times with Scar, and I always really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos. And if you believe the video deserved a rating, that would be much appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you later. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Twitter.